Hi friends, in this video we will learn about the reduction operations. So basically the reduction operation means in the context of Java 8 streams, a reduction operation is nothing but a terminal operation that combines the elements of a stream into a single result. So reduction operations we also call it as a fold operations or aggregate operations. So as we know that some of the reduction operations in Java 8 are like we will make use of the collectors class, and by using the collectors class we will call such methods like summing int. This method is for summing up all the integers, stream of integers, that is compute, it will compute the sum of a stream of integers. And collectors dot averaging it, there is one more method called collectors dot averaging int, collectors dot averaging int. So this will compute the average of a stream of integers. And similarly we have summarizing int, collectors dot joining, and collectors dot reducing. So this collectors dot joining will concatenate the elements of a stream into a single stream. Now let's see an example how we can use this collectors dot joining method for performing the reduction operations. Okay, now let's see how we can do that. So collectors dot grouping by is nothing but it's a classifier function. It will take as it takes the classifier function as an argument, and it will specify the criteria by which the element should be grouped. For example, in collectors dot grouping by, let's say that we want to collect all the elements from a group of or a list of strings which starts with some letter, or we want to aggregate, let's say that we have apple, next the element that starts with a should be combined together like apple, axe, okay, and all those stuff like b, banana, bat, all those will be combined according to the first letter. So we will write a simple program how to group all the elements from the given list according to their character, I mean according to the first letter. Okay, now let's see how we can write that example. Let's go back to our Eclipse IDE, and here let's say that we have a list. In that list I'm going to declare few elements, like I'm going to store all the player names like Dhoni, Dravid, Dinesh Karthik, and let's say we have Sehwag and Sachin, and let's say we have Sachin, Sehwag and Kohli, and let's say we have Kallis, and let's say we have Ponting, and let's say we have Surya, and let's say we have Hardik, Hardik Pandya. Okay. Now I'm going to, based upon, let's say that D, with the letter D we have two players, Dhoni and Dravid, that comes into one group, and also DK. So this three comes into one group. Similarly, Sehwag, Sachin, this comes into another group, and Kohli, Kallis, this should comes into another group. So according to the first character, we should group it. Now how to do that? So it's very simple. We have to make use of map here. So map and character, then list of string, map is equal to, let's say that we have this my list dot stream, and then we have to collect collectors dot, we have to group it. There are many versions of this grouping by, so we have to use the first one, grouping by. So collectors dot grouping by, and here we need to pass yes, that is any string that starts with, so char at the zeroth index. So at the zeroth index, whatever is there, let's say that if it found at the zeroth index D, then it will collect all the names that starts with the D. If at the zeroth index, if it founds S, then it will collect all the elements that starts with S. Okay. Now let's close this and try to print. So we have to use map. So map. Okay. Now let's try to print this one. So in order to print the map, we can have many versions we can use in order to iterate through the map. Okay, so we will make use of Java 8 stream for each loop to iterate this map. So map dot for each key comma value pairs, let's say key comma value. So let's print system dot out dot println key plus, let's give some space, plus value. Now we are going to print all the elements from the map based upon this grouping by, which whatever elements we got based upon that grouping by, we are going to print all those elements. Now let's run this program. Okay, let's here we need to keep one comma. Now let's run it again. Now you see, with the letter P we have only Ponting, and with the S we have the players like Sehwag, Sachin and Surya, and for D we have Dhoni, Dravid and DK. And similarly we can get the count of the values, I mean count of these strings that are part of this array. So for that what we can do is we can pass another value. So instead of this one like grouping by, and we need to pass one more variable here, one more value. So collectors dot counting. Okay, now collectors dot counting. Okay, let's see what it will print. For this we have to do some modification. Instead of collecting all the strings, we need to collect the count, right? So we have to pass the long value here. Now let's run it again and see what kind of output we will get. So run this one. If you see, with the P we have only one string, with ES we have three strings, with the D we have three strings, with the H we have one string, with the K we have two strings. We are going to get the count. So in this example we have seen how a grouping by, collectors dot grouping by, which is a downstream collector which will be used to perform reduction operation on the values in the map. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.